Surprise. Oh, y'all thought we was finished? Oh, no, no, no. We're going to give you an encore presentation tonight. I'm sure if you just watched Mr. Fleming in his smoking section, he talked about the disgrace that he has for his former team, the Chicago Bears. Chicago will always be his home, or Chirac, as he called it. But the Bears? Mm-mm. Nah, brother. Mm-mm. Sorry. You better find somebody else. Try looking at somebody who doesn't have your complexion. You might just find yourself a winner. Let me go ahead and get the guys back in here. Of course, Mr. Alex Fleming, Mr. Michael Caratanudo,
The
and we
Bears.
got we got the doctor in the house with us, Dr.
I
Jarrell Heslip
appreciate it.
with us. What's
Appreciate
going
the
on,
love.
everybody? So, Jarrell, appreciate your time here. We ain't gonna keep you too long tonight. We're gonna keep
No
talking
man.
about free agency because there were a couple teams that we kind of did not touch on, and I think they earned some respect, of course. And I think one of those teams that we should really talk about is I got to show love to Mama Caratanudo every chance I get. We got to talk about them New York Jets.
Mm.
So, I mean, listen, they got Josh Adams, Keenan Cole, Corey Davis, Tyler Croft, Dan Feeney, Carl Lawson, Sheldon Rankin, Gerard Davis, Marcus Mays, Justin Hardy, Lamarcus Joyner. Gentlemen, let's be real. Let's go around the table real quick. And Alex, I'm going to start with you. Are the Jets going to be able to dig themselves out of the hole that they were in last year with the acquisitions that they've made thus far?
Hole? What are you talking about? They were buried. Bro, after Adam Gase took that bag that he had left over from Miami, they couldn't recover. He was having a fire sale. He gave away Le'Veon Bell for less than what they gave away DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, they were so bad, they couldn't buy a game. Bro, the Raiders were so bad that if Greg Williams didn't play zero coverage, they would have won that game. And they gave that away. But you know what? It's a new day. Robert Saleh, Muslim coach, power to the people. Uh, all gas, no brakes. Now all of a sudden, Dan Feeney from the Chargers, he's now with the Jets. Um, Keenan Cole, yeah, the Jacksonville Jaguars stand out. He would have a blip every now and then, but his blips were Mario big. Corey Davis, Western Michigan, couldn't get limelight in Tennessee. I think he's going to get some limelight as a New York Jet. Bro, they fixed the defensive line. They actually got some help to go with C.J. Mosley at the linebacker position. Oh, and after they get the tackle from Oregon in the draft, I'm hunting rabbits. They're going to look like an actual NFL franchise. Now, they're not going to be in the Super Bowl. Hell, they won't make the playoffs. But when was the last time you could say 8-8 and the Jets and not be talking about hot dogs? Bro, the Jets are going to be good next year.
All right, Jarrell, let me kick it over to you. Give me your thoughts on everything that Alex
Ooh,
talked about and just your overall view of
ooh,
what you think the Jets are going to be like, sir.
ooh. I mean, how can I? Why do I have to go behind Alex after that? That was that was perfect, and you have it right. Let's talk about it. You got Carl Lawson, Corey Davis, major upgrades, DL. You know what I'm saying? First of all, big shout out to my guy, the head of player development over there in New Jersey, Chad Alexander. Y'all, we see you, Chad. Y'all did your thing, man. Because like Alex said, y'all want to be a football team now. Y'all traded spots with Miami, and my only concern now is with all the upgrades that you did. What are y'all going to do with the QB position? Because I know y'all are not content with Darnold, Darnold in the QB position. That's my only thing. I think they're going to do a lot better. Um, they're going to have teams on run. Like they were the worst thing ever last year.
Hey,
Horrible.
Jarrell, real quick, brother, you're cutting in and out a little bit on us, man. Just want to make sure we can still hear you.
I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, you're good now. Go ahead.
But basically, they, the worst team in the league. We're going to see a complete turnaround this year. My only concern and question mark is, are you confident in your quarterback position?
That's a good point. It's the question of do they trust Sam Darnold? So, Mike, you're shaking your head no. So, What about Sam Darnold?
No, I'm saying I'm shaking no as in yes. I know it's like my favorite movie Clue. I mean, no meaning yes, or yes meaning no. No, but the zero bliss. I mean, Sam Darnold would have beat the Raiders. He did go into L.A. and beat the Rams, and yes, that D line, and they still beat the Rams. So look. They need to draft Kyle Pitts, like we were saying before, number 2, because you keep Sam Darnold. You actually got him weapons. And to Alex's point, it's frustrating that you have to get a tackle because your tackle went across the street in the training facility in Jersey to play for the damn Giants because Adam Gase is a moron that traded him. And then the Giants were like, oh, we'll take him. Oh, we'll pay him because we need somebody that can kill quarterbacks in the NFC East up the middle. So, but yeah, look. I could see them taking the D tackle number 2, but if they're smart, they take Kyle Pitts. You give Sam Darnold the weapons that he had at USC when he won. I think they'll be there. They're not going to be better than. I think they can be better than the Dolphins. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Wow.
They can be better than the Dolphins. I'm with Alex.
So
I'm not saying Super Bowl, but they'll be. Alex's favorite word, Eric, they will be relevant like the Cleveland Browns.
Amen.
All right.
Like Cleveland.
So let's go from the Jets and let's stay with the green and head up to the frozen tundra, to Lambeau. A team that really hasn't done much so far with regards to free agency. Now, yes, they did keep Aaron Jones. They got him on a 4-year deal, $48 million with a $13 million signing bonus. So, Jarrell, let me come to you. Give me your thoughts on how quiet Green Bay has been, and do you expect them to do more up until the draft?
I'm hoping so. 2 big key losses. Your center, Corey Lindsey, and we also lost Jamal Williams. I don't see any improvement right now. So I'm just thinking that they're looking to do some movement during the draft. As of right now, I don't see them doing too much of anything. I don't see them doing too much ball. But I'm interested in more perspective right now. I'm interested in seeing what Mike and Alex and you have to say about Green Bay. I'm just watching to see that move in the next couple of weeks.
All right, Mike, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, look, you know me. I love it's all about the line of scrimmage, the O lines and the D lines. I mean, like Jarrell's saying, you lose that. But they needed to re-sign Aaron. I think if they let Aaron Jones go, I think Aaron Rodgers, even though he just got engaged, that probably would have flipped the gasket if they didn't re-sign Aaron Jones. So we'll see what they can do. I think, but to your point, to your question, Eric, I think they could maybe they do something draft day. I don't see, obviously with everybody that's signed and that's traded for and that's already gone off the market, I don't see them doing too much, but I could see them kind of maybe working some trades on draft day. Maybe hey, Alex and Jarrell, maybe they trade up back in the first round and take another quarterback.
You know you wrong for that, Mike.
I wish Jake was here for that.
Wrong for that. Wow.
That was for Jake. No, they won't. But I'm just saying, look, defensively, they'll. I mean, I know that first game in Tampa, they got torched that game, but they came around the rest of the year defensively, and I mean, even in the championship game, I mean, having 3 interceptions in that game. So I think they're all right there. But yeah, you need to beef up the offensive line. And again, losing the center, like I was saying with the Cardinals before Jarrell jumped on, I mean, they didn't have a center. And when Mason Cole got drafted, I mean, yeah, he was playing guard, and then LQ Shipley got injured for the season, and he played center as a rookie. He did okay, but guard is his natural position. But you don't have the right center, as you know, with your boy Jason Kelce. You're in trouble. So it'll be interesting for that for Aaron Rodgers, but I'm sure he's happy because they re-signed Aaron Jones, and I'm guessing they're probably, since everybody said last year they needed receivers, but yet out of the other side of all those people's mouths was Devontae Adams probably is the best receiver in the game. So why do you need another one when those other guys did develop too? And that's because of Aaron Rodgers helps out. I get it, but they need to beef up the line and then defensively too. But you need to address the center thing. And I'm not saying they'd pick him in the first. You could. I mean, they're picking late in the first round. That's a perfect spot for a center.
Alex, I'm gonna let you get the final word on this, brother. Then we're gonna get out of here.
Green Bay? Who we talking about?
Yes, the Packers, sir. The Packers, the team that's gonna win the NFC North.
Yeah, unfortunately, because
No, Jared Goff and the Lions are going to win it.
Hold on, Alex. Let me say. Oh, you took it from me. I was gonna say, let me borrow your line for a minute, but go ahead.
All right. Here's the sad and awful truth about the NFC North. If you haven't seen my smoking section, I explained to you how it's a clown show. Minnesota chokes more than your modern day porn stars. Detroit can't even get laid if we're going to go that route. And Chicago goes after the fat chicks and still gets turned down. They are so used to being mediocre, it hurts. Bro, for an EBT swipe, Buffalo took their number 2 pick of 2017. I don't want to talk about Chicago because every time I think about Chicago, I think about snow, I think about crime, I think about a class system, and I think about a McCaskey organization that doesn't cater to brothers in positions of power. And as far as Detroit is concerned, I mean, I don't drink Fago. There's really nothing to talk about. You know what? I like Detroit better than Cleveland. That should tell you how I feel about Detroit. Minnesota, underachievers. They can't get it right. Hell, you got Kirk Cousins and a quarterback. The only thing you're missing is a quarterback. I mean, your defense was soft, but you were missing Danielle Hunter. You still got Harrison Smith. You got Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson. Thank you, Philadelphia. And Adam Thielen. But, I mean, your quarterback is like, you know, a poor man's Carson Wentz.
Oh, here we come on. You just gonna line them up and knock them all down tonight. That's what you gonna do? This is what you gonna do?
And
if we're bowling, he just got a strike. He just hit all 10 pins and he got the strike.
Yeah.
Alex, I will say one thing real quick. Alex, let me say one thing about Minnesota real quick. Signing Patrick Peterson, because I said to you guys that with his contract being up, that he needed to move back to safety, just like Charles Woodson did, because he still has the speed to play. It would have been a perfect fit next to Budda Baker. You get some young corners just like Minnesota, because all those guys, I will say this, in Minnesota secondary, those corners were rookies last year. You bring in Patrick Peterson, that is a Mike Zimmer corner safety to a T. So that will be very interesting, especially if he moves Peterson to safety. I mean, they haven't said anything, but that is one heck of a signing for Minnesota. Kind of went under the radar because people in Arizona, oh, he's the number 1 corner. You never had a number 2 corner next to him, and now you have a legit safety in Budda Baker, and you don't keep him to move him back to safety. Again, you can't pay everybody before what he signed for. They definitely could have signed him for that. That's a great signing by Mike Zimmer. Will it help the young guys? Sure. Will it win them a division? I'm with you. Probably not, but I think they will be very competitive.
Mike Zimmer was the only coach I got wrong on coaches on the hot seat. I said, your homeboy that used to be a coach for the Chargers was on the hot seat. I told everybody that Chuck E. Cheese was on the hot seat. Look what happened there. I don't need to talk about Bill O'Brien. Let's not talk about Bill O'Brien. He's still screwing the Houston franchise more than Deshaun Watson's alleged accusers. Okay? Real talk. And all I got to say is Green Bay is the only team that has a functioning, capable quarterback, an actual running game duo with Jones and A.J. Dillon. He's coming. Draft his ass. The best wide receiver now in that division, because Diggs now is in the AFC East, and the only team that actually wants to play defense. I mean, Chicago has the best defense, but after this whole Ronald McDonald Fisher-Price move, I don't think Roquan Smith, Khalil Mack, and Hicks and all them boys are going to be tackling like they used to. I think we're going to see a couple of missed tackles, a couple of dropped interceptions, a couple of run to the end zones from the Chicago Bears defense, because you know what? Sooner or later, you have to quit eating McDonald's because it'll kill you. It's bad for your health. Quit feeding Ronald McDonald money.
All right, we're gonna leave it at that. And next time we do an
Bears.
encore, I'm just gonna change the name to the Sports Arena Late Night Special because Alex just was killing it. But hey, Jarrell, appreciate you joining on, brother. Much love to you. You know you always welcome. Michael Caratanudo, Believe in the Pac-12 podcast, and my man, he never lets me down. Alex Fleming, your man Eric Wilson, Sports Arena. This has been the Encore edition. Next time, it's just going to be a straight smoking section, late night, whatever you want to call it. This was not for the weak of heart or the faint of mind. So if you stuck on some 2021, we got to be PC. I'm going to tell you right now, this is not the show for you.